Someone made a playlist on my Spotify account. Every song was about death. The playlist title was my home address. I was scrolling through my library when I saw it. A playlist I didn't create. I clicked on it and read the song titles. I Know What You Did, Dead Man Walking, Run, Consequences. My blood went cold. I deleted it and changed my password, telling myself it was just a glitch, some weird bug, nothing to worry about. But the next morning I opened Spotify and the playlist was back. New songs added. Hit and Run, Justice, You Can't Hide. I stopped breathing. That night I triple-checked my locks and closed every blind. I sat in the dark staring at my phone, waiting for something else to appear. Another playlist. The title was my license plate number. I didn't sleep. Every sound made me flinch, and every car that passed made my heart race. Someone was watching me. Someone knew where I lived. Then the doorbell rang. I froze. It rang again. I crept to the door and looked through the peephole. A man, 50s, hollow eyes like he hadn't slept in years. He spoke through the door. Open up. We need to talk about what you did. My hand was shaking on the lock, and every instinct screamed, don't open it. But I needed to know. I opened the door, and he pushed past me into the apartment. He turned around and stared at me with dead eyes. My name is Hollis. You killed my daughter, and tonight, you're going to admit it. I don't know what you're talking about. He threw a folder on my table and photos spilled out. A girl, young, beautiful, smiling in the sun. Her name was Noelle. She was 19 years old, and someone ran her down 2 years ago, left her on the side of the road like trash. I looked at the photos, and then back at him. I'm sorry, but I didn't. The car that killed her matches yours. Same make, same model, same color. I stared at him in shock. That doesn't mean I've been watching you for 6 months, he interrupted. Then he smiled, sadly. The playlists were a test, because guilty people run. He stepped closer. You didn't run. That's the only reason I'm talking right now instead of doing something else. My heart was pounding. I swear to you, I've never hurt anyone in my life. Then prove it. I took a breath. Let me help you find who actually did this. He laughed, and it sounded hollow. Why would you help me? Because someone out there is living their life while you're drowning in this, and it's not me. He stared at me for a long moment. Then he sat down. We went through his evidence together. The car that hit Noelle had a cracked headlight, specific damage pattern. My car's never had headlight damage, I said. Then I stopped. A memory surfaced, and my stomach dropped. 2 years ago, my sister Sloane had borrowed my car for a weekend and brought it back with a new headlight. I clipped a mailbox, she said. Already fixed it, so don't worry. I pulled up the repair receipt on my phone. The date hit me like a punch to the chest. The day after Noelle was killed. Hollis saw it too, and his jaw tightened. Was Noelle seeing anyone before she died? I asked. Someone. She never told me who though. I opened Sloane's old Instagram and scrolled back 2 years. Found a photo that made my hands go numb. Noelle, at a party, standing next to a guy named Reed with his arm around her waist. Reed, Sloane's boyfriend at the time. I turned the phone toward Hollis. That's my sister's ex-boyfriend, with your daughter. The color drained from his face. I called Sloane and kept my voice steady. Hey, can you come over? I need help with something. Sure, 20 minutes. I hung up, and Hollis and I sat in silence, waiting. The tension was unbearable. The knock came. I opened the door. Sloane walked in and saw Hollis. She froze. Who's this? I closed the door behind her. This is Hollis, Noelle's father. Her face flickered for just a second, and then she recovered. Who's Noelle? Hollis stood up slowly. Don't say her name like you don't know it. I held up the repair receipt, the photo, and the timeline. You borrowed my car that weekend and brought it back with a new headlight. Same week, Noelle died. This is insane. She was sleeping with Reed. You found out, and you killed her. Sloane's eyes went dark, and the mask fell off completely. She deserved it. Hollis made a sound like his soul cracked in half. Sloane kept going. Calm now, cold. She knew he was mine, and she didn't care, so I made sure she couldn't do it again. She looked at me. I've been feeding Hollis your information for months, pointing him at you. I was hoping he'd snap and take you out. Then no one would ever know. I stared at her, my sister, a stranger wearing a familiar face. I recorded everything. It's already sent. Her face dropped. Sirens in the distance appeared, getting closer. She ran for the door but didn't make it. Police cuffed her in my living room, and she screamed at me the whole time. Family protects family. Hollis sat on the couch with his head in his hands, sobbing. 2 years chasing the wrong person. Sloane got 18 years. I never visited, and I never answered her calls. But every year.
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.